Hello ladies and gentlemen, OrdinaryBiscuit here, and today I'd like to talk about having too many ideas, but too little time. So, if you're like me and you're a person looking to create, you may have a lot of ideas, you may have the luxury of having a lot of ideas, but come to realise over time that you cannot perform all of your ideas just due to time constraints. Perhaps you're watching this and you're the opposite. You have a lot of time on your hands, but you can't come up with even a single idea of which to put your time towards. Today, obviously, we're not talking about that. We're going to be talking about having too many ideas and too little time, and perhaps how to resolve it. So, whatever you do, so long as it's somewhat creative, perhaps you make videos, you do art, music, or perhaps you write stories. Having too many ideas and too many things going on at once can prove an issue. So yeah, I've had so many ideas and so many projects that I've worked on, some of which never concluded, just due to the time constraints. Let's say you're a writer, for example, and you've got a few story ideas. One story idea is a murder mystery. One is a fantasy story. Another one is sci-fi. Are you going to do them all at once? Are you going to write all of those stories at pretty much the same time? Like, you spend one day writing one, you spend one day writing another, spend another day writing another, and then you go back to the first one and do it like that. No. Some writers, yes, they may stick to one, maybe two story ideas. I've known a few writers that have done a couple of stories at the same time. Obviously they do it on different days, but you're not going to spend time on every single story idea all at once that you have. Like, you're not going to try and act upon all your ideas at once, because none of the stories would ever actually get done. And it's the same for everything else within life. So like, if you're making videos or you got a few projects going on, for example, I currently have 5 projects. I say projects, but they're just 5 ideas that I work on at the minute. The first idea, obviously, is this YouTube channel, and the second one being the Twitch. You know, they're what I'd consider a project, I guess. Quote unquote project. I don't know what other word to use in this space, but it's an idea that I wish to, follow through with and to go on with. But another idea, another project is Lux Community, which is an entirely different ball game. But it's similar, but there's an entirely different thing that I need to do there to make that work and to have that idea going. And then, of course, I've got another YouTube channel, Biscuit Reads. Go subscribe if you haven't already. It's linked below. It's where I read creepypasta. I need to make another video for that, so that's coming soon. Don't worry. Might be today, might be tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, but there is a metaphor, which is, I think it's a metaphor. They call it a metaphor. In a saying that is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The saying's a very good saying. I like it. It's classic, timeless classic saying. But don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you could drop your basket and lose all your eggs, and then you're fucked, aren't you? You got no eggs. So maybe split the eggs into 2 different baskets, carry one at a time, so perhaps you won't drop all your eggs at once. But I feel that there could be another saying that we could make here about eggs and baskets. Don't carry 1 egg per basket. Let's go with that. Don't separate all your eggs. Let's say the eggs here in this metaphor, I guess, are ideas that you have, projects that you have, things that you wish to achieve, or ideas that you've come up with that you think will probably work, probably work out. Now imagine you've put them all into separate baskets, and all these eggs need to go to the same destination. Now imagine how much time and effort you've just added by putting your eggs all into separate baskets. That's a lot of time. That's a lot more distance that you have to walk because you split all your eggs. So perhaps you should leave some of the baskets, do them another day. Perhaps you should put some of your eggs into the same basket. This is a weird metaphor, a weird saying thing that I've come up with, but it is essentially accurate when it comes to having too many ideas and trying to do too much at once. So yeah, let's do another metaphor. Imagine setting yourself a path towards a goal that you wish to achieve, and then you set another path for another goal that you wish to achieve, and then another path for another goal that you wish to achieve, and then another and another, and now you've come to realize you're at a crossroads. There's too many paths to follow. Yes, maybe some go in the same general direction and may lead to the same destination in some cases, but a lot of the time, if you come up with an idea, the paths are going to be totally different directions. You can't walk the same paths, two paths at once. You have to choose a path. You have to choose a general direction that you wish to go. Yes, this may contain one or two paths, but not all the paths. You can't do them all. Imagine trying to walk every path. Imagine the time that it would take. You walk one path, then you got to walk back and walk the other path, and then walk back and then walk the other path and walk back. But imagine trying to do that all at once. So, how do you resolve this issue? How do you resolve the issue of having too many ideas? Drop some. Just see some of your ideas, go through them, and decide which ones are the best ideas and which ones probably have the most likely chance of not being a success, being a total waste of time. So, say you've worked on a certain project for a long time and it's not working out. Drop it. Don't, nurse it and try and nurse it back to health, because you're spending your time and energy, which is a limited time and energy that you have on this earth, trying to follow through with an idea that isn't going to work. Don't go through with all of your ideas. Stick with a few and go through with those instead. So, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Yes, I have so many ideas and stuff, but I'm not going to follow through with every single idea that I come up with. I've had a lot of channel ideas that I've come up with. Not for this channel, but for individual YouTube channels that I could have very easily, gone, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to follow through with it, and do this at the same time, and do this at the same time. Yes, I have done for a couple of my ideas, but not every single one. So, yes, this has been Ordinary Biscuit. Hopefully, this has been somewhat insightful to you as to probably how my brain works. Not everyone's brain works the same way. But yeah, this has been Ordinary Biscuit. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me know some of your ideas down below in the comments. If you're plagued with ideas, let me know. If you're, one of the people that has trouble with ideas, also let me know down in the comments. This has been Ordinary Biscuit. Thanks a lot for watching, and until the next time, farewell.